Good evening to everybody. Once again, we are here to organize a big event, none other than our National Council of Researcher Teacher Scientist India, NCRTS India, along with National Council of Student Scientist India, affiliated to WIPNET, Vigyan Prasar Network of School Science Clubs, as under the affiliation of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, as well as DASA India is organizing such an event where we are not only celebrating our ancient treasures of Indian science and technological innovation, culture, heritage, we are also celebrating in this moment, which is recognized as a Amrit Kal Khand for Vikasit Bharat till 2047, as guided by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also, about the milestone achievements of Indian science and technology, very specially in the field of space science and technology. We know very few scientists like Dr. Bikram Ambalal Sarabhai or Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji in the field of Indian science and technology, but there are so many scientists remain unsung, so many heroes, scientists remain unsung, who are in the team of those visionaries in the achievement of India's science and technological milestones. It is the team spirit of India and Indian scientists that achieved such milestones records, but there is no documentation about those unsung heroes, unsung scientists. So we have initiated, basically under Vikram Sarabhai lecture series and Mahakumbh 2025, to promote our program India International Sarabhai Student Scientist Award Competition 2025, which is organized by the National Council of Researcher Teacher Scientist India and National Council of Student Scientist India, as well as very specially organized by DASA India, inspired from Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, WIPNET. Every year, this year we have tried to document each and every aspects of our Indian science and technological achievements and their scientists' achievements. We are celebrating Amrit Kal Khand, that is the almost 78 years celebration of our Indian independence. So it's a long journey of almost 78 years of India's science and technology also, as well as 75 years of Indian Constitution. So it's a very constitutional journey of significant constitutional journey of India's constitution also, where India is recognized scientific temperament for each and everybody, for all. So thinking all of this, we have initiated this program, and we are starting with this program with a legendary scientist who served almost 40 years, that is almost 4 decades at ISRO, very specially Space Application Center, Ahmedabad, and he started with his devotion and dedication. When ISRO is not a so significant scientific organization even in the history of Indian science and technology, but this is their dedication, this is their devotion that today ISRO become a world's legendary one institute, prestigious institute in the world, and achieved so many milestones, like it also trying to achieve so many different kinds of records in the field of space science and technological events. On behalf of National Council of Research Teacher Scientists India and National Council of Student Scientists India event, the organizing part of DASA India, myself Anjan Banik, being national chairman, I am inviting all of you to attend this session. And also I would like to invite our today's guest, Dr. Bharat Chaniara sir from ISRO SAC, who has served almost 4 decades in ISRO Space Application Center of Ahmedabad. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. Sir, it's a proud moment that we are talking with you because we are celebrating, always we are celebrating Indian space science and technology under the patronage of Professor Dr. Vikram Sarabhai and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. But so many, it's basically they also succeed. It's our thinking that they also succeed due to the for the team spirit, and in their team so many scientists are there, so many legendary persons are there who contributed for our science and technology to achieve in such a great milestone, to build up such a great institute, prestigious institute like ISRO, from very beginning, from failure to a success, a great history. So sir, welcome sir, for your dedication, devotion in making of ISRO. This time we want to know that about your journey. Basically, we would like to understand how you join such a organization, because today we know that ISRO is a prestigious organization, but at that moment ISRO was nothing, I think not a significant organization in the field of science and technology. It's also struggling period for ISRO even, but you have joined this and you have dedicatedly worked, served the nation for 40 years, almost 40 years. So sir, first of all we want to know why you have joined ISRO, sir, at that moment when it was not just a name, not a so significant organization. I think that time India is just come out from its just got its independence, come out from its so many hurdles like of pre-independence period also. So why you have joined ISRO, sir?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for organizing such a unique and wonderful webinar or session. And I would like to thank you for inviting me for this session. As you asked me, I will just recall my thing. When I was studying in pre-university science at Rajkot in 1975, at that time, India launched its first satellite named called Aryabhatta on on 19th April 1975, and it was successful and it was joyful and cheerful moment for all our Indians. And I was inspired for such a success, and I thought I dreamed to become a space scientist, and I started taking interest in field of space science and ISRO activities. So that was the first step for me to take interest in ISRO activities and to join ISRO in future. That was my dream at that time.
Sir, it's a great thing, sir. Uh, Sir, your journey is, I think we will understand your journey also, sir. Uh, Sir, today, when a student is studying in minimum classes of class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they got understand about the ISRO. Even yesterday, I hopefully yesterday also ISRO launched a program, Yuva Vaigyanik Karikram, Yuvika, for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year also. So,
yeah,
students are getting interested. Even ISRO is also attracting them with their tools, with their events, with their missions. Also, very record type of missions that achieving South Pole as a first time for the first time through Chandrayaan 3. Even every failure mission is also become a legendary thing, a memorable thing for we students, our students, and for the our Indian history of science and technology. But at that time, I think there is no social media, no media at all, very limited sources of communication, like All India Radio or Doordarshan is also developed by ISRO itself.
yeah,
So how you got understand that ISRO is there? Because it is nowadays we can understand that ISRO is there, and they
yeah.
are doing so many such and such thing every day. But at that time, how you got the information, sir?
See, at that time, I think only paper media, that is newspapers,
Correct, sir.
was the
Newspaper
source
reading.
of information. So when India achieved this first achievement, first milestone in the space history, I got this news through newspaper only. I read this in newspaper, and I thoroughly read this full article. And just I was very much excited, of course, interested, and felt proud that okay, India has launched our first satellite successfully in space. That is great achievement for our country and pride for our country. So at that time itself, that was only source. There is no other media like TV, internet, or Facebook or anything. So through newspaper only, I got this news, and I took interest in this space activities to know more about space activities, to know more about ISRO. It was just a few, I think, few years after establishment of ISRO, maybe 6, 7 years only. It was established in '69, so it is 7 years old. ISRO's formation from the formation. So that was great achievement. We can say within 7 years we were able to launch our first satellite successfully in the space. So that's a very good news at that time, and I inspired from that news.
So, sir, ultimately, sir, we can say that Aryabhatta, the satellite, inspired you, and through that, Aryabhatta is the main focusing part, turning point to your life, also, sir,
Yeah,
to
yes.
go through. Correct,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, how you prepared? Then inspiration is not only sufficient, I think, for any student or that type of student, because we have in every kind, sir. At that time, sources are limited. Today we have a good school infrastructure. Today we have a NCRT like prestigious organization to design curriculum as well as textbooks. Goods to teachers are there. Even we can take the help of YouTube lectures of so different legendary persons and teachers and experts. But at that time, sources are limited, even in your village also. So, at which village you lived, and what is the scenario of education, and how you got prepared for this ISRO, and you have successfully done that, your preparation for ISRO, because whatever you have dreamed, you have achieved that dream in your life, sir.
Yes, yes, fine. See, after this news, just started to explore what is the qualification I should acquire so that I can join the ISRO or become space scientist. So just I knew after so many exploration or getting so many information from various source that I should study engineering in engineering field, and specifically in electronics and communication engineering or computer engineering. So at that time, in our terms in 1975, admission in engineering degree course, it was based on pre-university science course in Gujarat. So after completing my pre-university science, I joined a diploma in electronics and radio engineering course that was sandwich based course. It was a 7 semester course. It was higher than diploma course and lower than degree course. It was sandwich course. It was sandwich based course. So I joined that electronics and radio engineering course after completing my pre-university science. So from there I started my journey. I wanted to fulfill my dream. So I work hard in the field of my study, and later on I joined the ISRO.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Sir, can you elaborately say about your birth, and as well as and which place you belongs from,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah. See, actually, I born and brought up in a small village named Morjar. It is situated in Devbhumi Dwarka district of Gujarat. So up to seventh standard, you can say up to my age of 12 to 13 years, I studied there up to seventh standard in my village school, that is primary school. And it was hardly like we were around 25 students in a class. And from the beginning, I was very much interested in science and maths. And of course, I was ranked first in throughout in my primary school education. And I remember my teachers, especially principal sir and my class teacher. Really, they were very kind and humble, and they were very strict also. And they were teaching very nicely in small village school also. So that was my uh, native place, and it was small village actually, hardly 2000 people's population, and most of the peoples are involved in agriculture farm activities. So awareness about education was not so much. Even I can say my parents were illiterate, but my parents were believing that we should maximum effort to educate our children. So they put a lot of efforts, even though they were doing labor work in agriculture farms. But they educated us. We were three brothers. I am second. So they spent a lot of money. They took loans from relatives and other village peoples, and they educated us. So that was my childhood, and the journey started. Education journey started from my village.
Sir, we have some pictures, sir. So
Yeah,
first of all, we are taking that one, sir.
yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the pictures of my parents. It is black and white. At that time, there was no color cameras, so it's in black and white.
Sir, you can, if you can elaborately say something about your parents, sir, their name, what they are doing, and what is the situation at your childhood age, sir. Can you, if
Yeah,
you can, memorize that one, sir?
yeah. My parents, my father's name is Popat Bhai, and my mother's name is Kadvi Ben. So, in the childhood, of course, in young age of my parents, after their marriage, immediately, what I remember or what they had told me, they took decision that we'll stand up on our own feet. Even though my grandpa has sufficient farming land and properties, but they decided that we will not take any share from this their parents' property, and they will stand up on their own feet. So whatever share part of they're given to their younger brothers, two brothers, and they started work in agriculture farm. Okay, so but with this they started educating us also. I can say in my childhood, what they said me that I got healthiest baby boy award in my village. At that time, there was a scheme, government scheme, Department of Health, Government of India scheme was there that in each village they will select one boy and girls who are very health up to certain age. I think up to 5 years of age, below 5 years of age. So I was recipient of that healthiest boy, baby boy award in my village, and of course from that beginning my health is so far very good throughout my life so far, thanks to my parents who taken sufficient care about my health even though they were working in farms, agriculture farm as a laborer. Okay, so that was the journey of my parents. They struggled a lot, of course they were done very
Correct.
hard work. Okay, so they educated all our three their all three childrens, and we all three were educated nicely and settled very well thanks to their hard work, hardship, and immense efforts for our growth and growth.
Correct, sir. Sir, basically, I found that you are the first generation learner in your family, sir. Basically,
Yeah,
previously, all of our family is also similar way in India. So many families are there because previous generation did not got so much scope of education. Basically, formal education. They are also educated in a sense, but formal education they did not get.
yeah.
So you are the first generation of learners, sir, in your family, sir.
So I can say my parents' contribution is very immense in shaping my life, and
Correct,
I cannot forget their, of course, their contribution. So I always respect, of course, all children will normally respect to their parents, their contributions, and I am also one part of that.
correct, sir, correct, sir. Sir, you are from basically Dwarka. That means the place of Krishna, Bhagwan
Yeah,
Krishna,
Bhagwan.
Dwarkadhish.
Yeah,
So that your journey begins from there, and I
yes.
think your village is also nearby seashore, or
Yeah, of course, it is around 35 kilometers away from Dwarka
acha,
and almost around the same distance from seashore also. So it's,
acha.
yeah,
Correct, sir. Sir, so it's a great journey for your understanding your childhood age also. So when you come got your higher education, though you shifted from your native village, sir.
Yeah. After completing my seventh standard, because at that time in my village there was only primary school was there up to seventh standard. So my parents decided to put me in boarding, okay, at Porbandar for higher study
Achha.
in high school study. Okay, so there I joined. I admitted in Sri Bhausiji High School, Porbandar. That is birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi, and
Yes,
it's a
sir.
very big school, old and reputed school. So I was studying in that Bhausiji High School, and I was staying in Patel boarding in same Porbandar itself. So my residence was in Patel boarding. So that was I completed there my uh, high school, and I would like to say that in standard eight, first year of my study outside from my native place, um, it was surprising, or you can say it was joyful moment for me and my parents when I got second rank in eighth standard out of more than 300 students, because it's very big high school, and normally in each standard more than 300 students were studying, and they were giving 1 to 5 up to fifth rank. They will declare in final annual exam results. So I got second rank in eighth standard. Of course, I performed well, but I was not expecting that I will get, because I was not knowing the standard of other students. So that
You
was
have
my
also
first.
shifted also, sir.
I also shifted from my home also, so
Correct.
homesickness and other
Correct.
problems
Correct.
were
Correct.
there which people can understand. But I concentrated on my education, because I know that my parents is spending a lot of money for my education. They are working hard, so I should understand my responsibilities. So that way my journey started in means high school study, and thanks to my class teacher, Madam Niruben,
Niruben.
who inspired me, who congratulated me, and they sent my result to my native place through post, because at that time result was were declared in vacation period, and we will be moving to our native place from the boarding. Okay, so then sent to my result through post to my native place, and she congratulated and encouraged me. And from there onwards, I thought that I should score further more and more, and at least minimum I should score at least 1 to 5 number in further standard also. And fortunately, throughout from standard 8 to 11, I scored 1 to 5th rank in my high school. So that was my high school journey of course, study.
In Porbandar, sir. So you
Yeah,
have shifted from the land of Krishna to
yeah,
land of Gandhiji.
yeah, yeah. That
And
was my
sir,
visit to Porbandar and such a big city, because I was from small village, so
correct,
that
sir.
was different experience. And initially, some problems means like homesickness and food problems were there, but I can manage and I could continue it.
Correct, sir. Sir, your school life is up to class 11.
Yeah, at that time it was 11th. 11th was called SSC, and then pre-university science it was compulsory for higher education degree course in medical and engineering. So after 11th, suppose anybody wants to join medical degree or engineering degree, they have to study the pre-university science 1 year course. That is first year in the field of in stream of science.
So you have joined
So from
after.
Porbandar, I
Hmm,
shifted to Rajkot for studying my pre-university science. Again, it is one more a big city. Yeah.
big city.
New for me
So
also.
correct, sir. In Rajkot, in which your study period is
My college name was HNHB Kotak Science Institute of Kotak Science College, and I was stayed in a rented room during my pre-university science study, and I continued
And
my.
how long you
It is
continued in Rajkot, or your
of
this
course
pre?
Rajkot. After completing my pre-university science, I got admission in AV Parekh Technical Institute, Rajkot itself, where I studied my diploma in electronics and radio engineering course. That was 3.5 years. So total 4.5 years I studied in Rajkot and stayed in Rajkot. Of course, in my diploma study, I stayed in hostel. Yeah,
So pre college and this diploma courses period, almost 4 year you have stayed in Rajkot, sir.
yeah,
And
four
then
and a
sir
half
you
years.
have shifted to.
Yeah, then I wanted to study further. I wanted to complete my degree study also further after diploma. But due to financial condition of our family, I decided to start earning something for my family also. So I joined my first job in Crown TV, Ahmedabad. Okay, so there I worked for almost 15 months, 1.25 years, as a production engineer, was in TV production engineer. And you will surprise that at that time my salary was 300 rupees per month. So that was my first job and first income, you can say. So, but there was no alternate. I have to work for my family also to support financially. Of course, at that time, value of money was high. So 300 rupees was a big amount at that time. So that was my salary. And I worked in Crown TV as a production engineer for almost 15 months. Then I shifted to Baroda. In two other firm I worked for in Baroda for 6 months. One is Jyoti Limited in switch gear section, R&D section in switch gear, and second one is operational and research group, that is Sarabhai's group. They were manufacturing computers. So from Jyoti Limited, in Jyoti Limited I worked only 2 months. Then I shifted. I got job in ORG System, Sarabhai Group. They were manufacturing computers. There I worked for 4 months. So total, I worked 6 months in Baroda in two firms. Okay. Then I got appointment, ISRO's appointment. I selected in ISRO and I joined ISRO on 29th September 1980. So from there onwards, I started my career in ISRO. Of course, at that time, I got three offers from different organizations. One was from Mehsana Dudhsagar Dairy. They wanted for wireless communication, and another was from Polytechnic as a lecturer. But and third was ISRO. So definitely, I selected ISRO because that was my dream to work in ISRO. So I started my journey in ISRO from that onwards.
Sir, you have you said that this you have worked under the Sarabhai group. So it
Yeah.
belongs to Vikram Sarabhai.
Yes, yes. It's a Sarabhai organization, and it's really very good organization, I can say. And their working environment, facilities, and everything was very good. And
Sir,
I
can you
worked.
elaborate about this organization, sir? What that do, and what
Actually,
kind
it's
of?
small organization.
Hmm.
It is formed to do statistical study
Achha.
of in different fields and to manufacture computers for that to study the, because at that time computers production or computer manufacturing in our India, I think there was not much. Okay, so either we have to import. So Sarabhai decided, okay, we'll manufacture computer for our requirement as well as will fulfill the few requirement of our country also. So they started manufacturing computers, and I was there in quality control division to final qualify the computer for final dispatch and all this thing. Okay, so there are I worked for 4 months in ORG Systems Arabai group.
Sir, this is the very prior time when India is, I think, using this computer.
Yeah,
Can we say that this is the ever first company which is manufacturing in the manufacturing field of this computer?
yeah, I think so. It is the first company, and it was great. We can say vision of Sarabhai that is computer requirement will be there in future, and with the help of computer, we can progress a lot. We can progress fast. So that was great vision of Sarabhai. You can say that they
Correct,
started manufacturing computer also.
correct, sir. Sir, you have started your journey in 1980, in the
Yeah,
decade of just I think it's a decade after
yes.
starting
Formation
of
of
ISRO.
yeah,
Correct,
formation
sir.
of is yeah,
ISRO,
1 decade.
ISRO official establishment of ISRO. Just
Yeah.
after 1 decade, you have started, and you have started that one in Space Application Center in Ahmedabad,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, basically, because that was the first center. Because when Sarabhai sent proposal to government of India, I think around 1965 or so, 65, 66, that we should start working on space technology or satellite technology, which will be very useful in future. Because with this technology, our country can progress very fast. So, and it is even reliable, highly reliable, and cheaper technology. Also, we can say over the large span or large time frame. Okay, so that proposal was sent to government of India, and government of India formed a committee, expert committee, and they studied Sarabhai's proposal report thoroughly, and they accepted it. And they made along with this proposal, Sarabhai offered that there is a almost 100-acre land in Ahmedabad. He offered that I will donate to the government of India to establish the first center of ISRO. Okay, that was free of cost. He donated to the government of India. So that way, government approved that proposal and established ISRO, and government made Sarabhai as a chairman of the ISRO, first chairman of the ISRO, and that way, Ahmedabad Center is the first center of ISRO, which was started working in 1969. Okay, immediately after formation of ISRO. So that way, that was the first center. Ahmedabad Center was first where I joined my journey in ISRO.
So, what will be the was the post you held at that time, and what is the sir, job of nature of job at that time you have experienced when you joined just at the beginning, sir?
Yeah, it was beginning. So I was joined ISRO on the basis of my diploma qualification, DRE, Diploma Electronics and Radio Engineering qualification as a technical assistant. Okay, so I started working, and at that time in our engineering college, LD Engineering College, Ahmedabad, there was a part-time course, evening college course, degree course. So I joined that course, that is a 3.5 year course, 7 semester course. After diploma, suppose somebody wants to do degree along with their service. So I joined that electronics and communication engineering course, that evening college course, and I completed with distinction in 1983-84. Okay. So after completing my degree course in electronics and communication engineering from Gujarat University LD College of Engineering, our office promoted me in as a scientist engineer SB. Okay, that was from technical cadre to engineering cadre. I was promoted based on my degree course. So that was there. So finally, I completed my graduation. That was my aim to study further after completing my diploma. but due to financial constraint or financial position of our family, I started job after completing diploma. So I worked almost, you can say, 2 years after my diploma in three private firms. That was Crown TV, Jyoti Limited, and ORG Systems. And ISRO was my fourth job.
Correct, sir. So, sir, maybe it's a financial problem, but on the other hand, dedication to your study is also one of the prime focusing when
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
struggling for a thing. Even you have
yes,
done your studies in service as a in
yeah,
service trainee
yes.
also.
Three and a
So
half
it's
years.
a very correct, sir. So that
Okay.
dedication should be can be assimilated by the today's students also, that we have to study in a dedicated way,
Yeah,
not for only a enjoyable thing,
yeah,
so that
yeah,
we can do a lot for our nation. Sir,
yeah.
what
And
during your
one more thing I would like to say, my first salary was 660 rupees in ISRO. So
660, sir?
rupees per month, that was my first salary in ISRO.
Sir, that is the permanent post or
It was
part time?
permanent post. Yeah,
Permanent
it
post.
was
So salary is also permanent salary, sir.
not sir. It's
Still this.
salary will grow up as we go further. If we get promotion, our salary will also
Correct.
increase. So
Increased,
Sarabhai
increased.
implemented a scheme of promotion. Okay, so after almost 4 years or so, um, employee will be called for promotion. They will be reviewed again. They will be interviewed again based on their work performance, work reports, CR of the higher ups, ranking, grading of higher ups, and our performance in review, that is interview.
Correct.
Committee will decide whether candidate should be promoted immediately or after 6 months or not promoted. Like the three choice were there for the committee. Based on performance, they will select. Okay. So that way, I got almost 7 promotion throughout my service span in ISRO. Almost 35 years of my service in ISRO, I got 7 promotion, and almost all were through with some increment also as a promotion as a for better performance. Committee can decide whether he should be promoted immediately with two increment, one increment like that. So that
The
way,
departmental. This is a departmental committee
departmental promotion scheme. This was implemented
scheme.
by Sarabhai, so that people or
Correct,
employee
correct,
will be in touch with the theoretical knowledge also, with latest technology. Otherwise, people will not study once they
correct,
get
correct,
the job in a particular organization. So Sarabhai thought people should be upgraded technically as well as financially also.
correct, sir. Correct, sir.
So that was
It's a good scheme for
very good, yeah, very good scheme.
scheme. Sir, when you have promoted, then what are the missions initially you are handling, sir, in ISRO?
Yeah, I started my journey in ISRO. I was posted in a satellite control center. The responsibility of satellite control center is that to monitor health parameter of our all the Indian satellites, to command, to control, and to receive data from the all satellite. We can say it is like a Earth station. Control center is nothing but a Earth station with a big antenna, and which will be linked with the our Indian satellites. Okay. So that was my first posting in a satellite control center. I worked there almost 4.5 years in satellite control center. Then I was transferred in research and development area. Okay. So in research and development area, initially I started working in code division multiple access system, that is called CDMA or SSMA. which is widely used in today's mobile communication. Okay, so that was my first project in which I worked, started in research and development. We developed three different CDMA techniques, uh, which was new technological development, and we developed one system, CDMA based system for Indian Air Force to transmit their radar data from the border area to the main control center of their Indian Air Force. Because CDMA system has inherent characteristic that nobody can decode it or nobody can interrupt it because signal travels below noise level. So for other people, it becomes very difficult to decode it. So we developed system for a data transfer from radar station to main control center for our Indian Air Force. And it was successfully demonstrated and handed over to the Indian Air Force at that time. Okay. So that was my first R&D project. Then after CDMA, my second project was that was in navigation system. We developed a GPS receiver. Of course, at that time our navigation system was not there, so we started working on development of navigation receiver, considering that it will be requirement of our country in future for navigation purpose. So we started development of navigation receiver. We struggled a lot because at that time there was no material available, technical material was not available, and initially technology also nobody will share it. So we have to develop our own technology, and we struggled a lot. And of course, we developed first receiver, and it was position accuracy at that time with that technology. It was around 100 meters accuracy it was providing. So that was my under research and development project in which I worked. Okay. After that, I worked on development of satellite terminals. Okay, for communication purpose. We developed three different types of terminals. Uh, One is called handheld terminal, which is used for position reporting and to transmit sound message from the remote area, okay, to the destination. Then second terminal we used for voice communication, voice communication through satellites. And third terminal we developed that is called for video communication. Third terminal. This is my photograph of my young age. You can see. So so these three different types of terminal we developed, which is directly linked to the satellites and from transmitter from user to the destination. So these terminals were very useful, especially for military, uh, where in like a border area, hilly area, northeast area, or Siachen glacier area, there is no communication network at that time. In we can say 85 or 80, 84, 85 when we developed this terminal. So we demonstrated this terminal technology. We demonstrated all three different types of terminal to our Indian Army, and they used it. They were very happy because there was no means of communication for them to communicate with their families. And they were very excited. They were very happy that they could talk to their families to using this terminal through satellite. So that was SATCOM, satellite communication terminal development project was there, which where in which I worked. Okay, so that was also a technology development project. After that, I started working on EduSat, okay, tele-education project, and our responsibility was to under pilot project We have to install three networks in three different states like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka, and demonstrate the technology to the users. Okay, so we developed three networks consist of one teaching end called hub, from where teacher can deliver their lectures, that is audio video, through satellites to the classroom terminals. And in each state, we established 100 classrooms in different areas, scattered area, in remote area. And we demonstrated this teleeducation project, how it will be useful to the students who are staying in remote area, where they won't find a very good faculty or teachers. But with this teleeducation project, they can get advantage of the expert teachers who can deliver their lectures from the studio, and students can listen them. They can interact with the teachers. They can raise the question, and all the students who are connected to this network, they will be able to listen question as well as answer of the teacher. So that was teleeducation. And one more feature, that offline student can access the teacher's lecture, that is from server hub. They can access the teacher's lecture. Suppose they are not able to join live, they can access later on also. And they can access the question bank also, and so many technical materials they can, which is stored in hub or stored in server, hub server, and student can access it. So that was again teleeducation project. Especially we developed, designed and developed for remote area schools and students. So that was my under research and development activity in teleeducation. Similarly, we developed telemedicine project also for to facilitate medical facility in remote area. Okay, so these two different tele-education, telemedicine projects were successful, and it was demonstrated to the users. After that, I started working on navigation, because you may be knowing that during Kargil War in 1999, that GPS signal was denied uh, during in our terrain. Okay, it was stopped. Signal was stopped transmitting signal during Kargil War due to political intention, or whatever we can say, of USA. So our troop took, because they faced a lot of problem due to non-availability of GPS signal in targeting enemies' location and so many things. So at that time, government of India felt that we should have our own navigation system. We should develop our own indigenous standalone navigation system. So they shouldered the responsibility on ISRO to develop the navigation system, complete indigenous navigation system. Okay, so ISRO started working on developing navigation system in, I think, 2004 onwards. That is initially uh, theoretical work was started. Then later on, different project, different development of different subsystems was started. Navigation satellite design and development work was started. So in navigation project, I was responsible for the development of navigation receiver. I was project manager for the development of navigation receiver, because based on my previous experience, that is development of GPS receiver, navigation receiver, I was assigned to develop the navigation receiver, that is Indian IRNSS navigation receiver development work was assigned to me. Okay, so our team started development of navigation receiver, and we were very excited and very happy that our indigenous navigation receiver computed its first position, first time, and its accuracy was very good, at par with GPS. It was less than 10 meter. So that was very exciting moment for me, pride moment for me, proud moment for all of us also. Because when we developed GPS receiver, its accuracy was 100 meter. But when we developed later on, we developed our RNSS receiver, navigation receiver, with latest technology and latest theory available on internet and so on. So its accuracy was less better than 100 meter or 10 meter, which is same as GPS receiver, commercial GPS receiver accuracy. So that was development of navigation receiver. And later on, in I think 2018, government of India declared that our IRNSS system, navigation system, is declared as a commercial. It is declared as for commercial applications also, commercial as well as military applications also, because there were two signals in like GPS in our IRNSS system. Also, there were two signals. One is open for commercial applications for commercial people, and another one was for military application. So that navigation system was also uh, uh, proved and used in for our Indian application for our military as well. It is standalone system. We need not to depend on any other countries. We can use our navigation system, which is in our control also. So that was the things.
So I think sir, Navik is our
Yeah,
own GPRS system.
yeah,
That
it
is
is
you
same.
are talking.
IRNSS is the technical name, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, IRNSS we call technically. And Navik name was assigned by our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. Navik means navigation in Indian continent. Its full form is navigation in Indian continent. NAIV, Navik, VI, NAVIC, Navik. So it is a regional navigation system which fulfill the requirement of our country, and from the boundary of our country, it can provide service around 1500 kilometers beyond our uh, border area. So that was the
So sir,
service area. Yeah,
when you have at your superannuation period, so you have to left from this Navik project or this IRNS project.
yeah, yeah. That was my last assignment or last work in ISRO, and I superannuated on 1st December 2015. But I was very happy that in whatever R&D work, R&D field I worked, and it was successful, and hopefully it is useful to our countrymen also.
Sir, we have some of photographs from.
Of course, this is our family photos. Me, my wife, and two sons and daughter-in-law. That is our family photo.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Can you, sir, please elaborate something about themselves also?
Yeah, we had two sons. Elder son, he completed his graduation in medical field, MBBS from Jamnagar. Then he went to USA. He pursued his master in internal medicine. He completed his MD in internal medicine in USA, and he is working in America. Younger son, he has completed his graduation in architect field.
Architect
Architect
field.
field. From Surat, he completed his graduation. and then he went to USA for higher study to pursue his master in architecture field. So he's also working in USA now. Both sons are in USA, and they are well settled, and they are doing fine there.
Sir, best wishes from ourselves also to all of them. Sir, they should
Thank you. Thank
shine
you. Yeah,
as
thank
you
you.
have also guided, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. Sir,
This
you have
is,
written you have
yeah,
written some books also, sir.
yeah. See, after my superannuation, I wanted to serve to the society. I want to serve honorary to the for the society. So I was started honorary service in our because we have mobile space exhibition in our office, which goes to the schools and college, and there will demonstrate our satellites model, launch vehicle models, applications of satellites. We deliver lecture to the students, and we will arrange interaction session also. So after my superannuation, I started honorary service in my office, that is in exhibition cell. Okay, we called Vikram Sarabhai Space Exhibition Cell, and we were going to the remote area. We are going to different area of our country along with the mobile exhibitions, and we were exhibiting the ISRO activities, and we were try to make aware to the students. We try to generate interest in space technology or space science among the students. Our motto was to develop the interest in the students to have interest in space science and technology, and awareness also, of course, applications of satellites and so on things. But during Corona time, in after I think 2019 or 2020, that was stopped because due to Corona, mobile exhibition movement and so many things were stopped. So I thought, sitting ideally at home, what to do. So I thought, let me write a book that is based on social, my experience, my interaction with others peoples, and based on my reading. I thought I should write some one book which will be useful to the people who read it and try to implement in their life. So I wrote this book that is called Jivan Malas Ratna Kanika Rupi Manka. Title is Jivan Malas Ratna Kanika Rupi Manka. It is in Gujarati, of course, and it covers most of the social matters. Suppose somebody read it and suppose implement it in their life, so many social problems doesn't arise, or if it is arise, it will be solved. Suppose they follows this book detail or this matters also. So that way, I hope it will be useful to the society. I printed 350 copies of this my book, and given to my friends, relatives, families, and so many other people also. So that is free of cost. I distributed to all. My motto was so that people, if they read it and implement in their life, it will be useful for them. So that was my, of course, activity during Corona time.
Great, sir. Great, sir. I would like to add some. How far I know, sir. Sir, this book is dedicated to your
Yeah,
parents
my
on their
parents.
birthday.
Yeah, it was dedicated to my parents, and that was on the birthday of our granddaughter Rahini. It was dedicated, and it was declared, published.
Fine, sir. So we have that page also, sir.
Yeah, this is first page of. It was dedicated to my parents with my photographs of my parents.
Correct, sir. Here, one thing is noticeable that you have put your mother's photograph in previous to your father also, sir. So
Yeah.
it's a good learning for everybody also, sir.
I, of course, my father's contribution or dedication or hard work was there, but my mother's dedication, hard work, direction in education, even though she was illiterate, it was immense. We can say, I can say it was immense. So, which I cannot forget in my throughout my life.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Normally, ladies dedicates a lot of things for family, but we normally can't understand or what we can't recognize them.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
We must
Correct.
recognize their effort also. Yeah,
Sir, we have some photographs of your superannuation period also,
yeah. This is
sir.
of course photographs of my classmate
Acha.
diploma when I was studying in diploma in electronics and radio engineering in 1975 onwards. So that was my classmates' photographs. Normally, it was small class. It is 20 students classroom capacity classroom. So this is my classmates' photographs.
All are the classmates, sir.
Yeah, all are my classmates. Yeah,
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
and you can say my picture is just backside since my height is too high. So normally I stand at the backside.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir. So your friendship bonding is remain until
Yeah,
that
yes.
moment also. It's also a learning for everybody.
Yeah, I can say about my this alumni. We had alumni association,
Correct, sir.
and we meet every year, once in a year, along with family. We full day we spend, we enjoy it, and we had starting from breakfast, lunch, and high tea throughout the day. And every year we met, and just recently it was 27th years
27
we met.
years.
Yeah. So this alumni association binding is very good,
Very
and
strong
we
also.
meet each other, and we have chit chat and lot of enjoyment we have.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
And another thing, whatever expenditure we pay, it is a sponsored thing. Batch wise, people will sponsor it. Okay,
Acha.
this year whatever expenditure will be there, we'll sponsor it, we'll bear it. So that is batch wise sponsorship we get, and so far it is running fine. 27th, this is 27th year.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
this is the yeah, yeah, please.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Elaborate, sir, about this picture also, sir.
This is my farewell function, superannuation farewell function was there. There's a picture of that. Our group director, sir, is there, and our deputy director, sir, who has given me memento. There's a picture, and my spouse sitting just next to me. So this is the picture of my farewell function after my superannuation.
Correct, sir. It was organized on 1st December
First, yeah, 1st December it was organized. Of course,
2020,
uh,
2015.
last day of my work. That is November, last day of November. It
Acha,
was
acha.
working day. So if it is not working, then it will be organized on next day.
Oh,
That
acha,
is
acha, 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 acha.
so that way. So that
Correct.
was my farewell function photographs. 1st April, 1st December. Sorry,
December, 1st December.
yeah, 1st December. This another photo of farewell function. This is just I was speaking to my friends, colleagues, seniors, juniors during my farewell function. I was very much emotional.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, during your total tenure of service, you have
Yeah.
done a so long, basically in communication field, and which is related to Navik GPRS system as well as education
Yeah,
dissemination also.
yeah.
So, sir, nowadays, how you explain the ISRO's activity when you got information again through print media or social media or different medias that ISRO is achieving so many milestones, very especially when you understand, watch the Chandrayaan 3 is landed on south pole of moon. So
Hmm.
how you experienced that all those things, sir?
See, normally in ISRO, whatever new technology we develop, whether it is for common man or for specific application for military or so, normally we transfer this technology with so many terms and conditions to the Indian industries for reproduction, for mass production, you can say. So that because ISRO cannot produce in mass, because their intention is to develop new technology. Mass production is basically it is technology is transferred to the industries, so that industry will also grow in the field of space technology, and they will deliver to the end user. So that is the responsibility of the uh, private firm or who took the technology from ISRO. Okay, so that way, whatever technology we develop, we'll transfer to the Indian industries, and they will carry on the production, mass production. Especially Chandrayaan 3, when it is landed, of course, I was retired, but I was very much excited because in my tenure, service tenure, Chandrayaan 1 was launched, and it was successful. So we saw it live in our office. And during Chandrayaan 3, I saw it on TV that it was landed and all this thing. So I was very much excited before landing on moon. And after a successful landing, I was very felt a proud moment that our organization has done a very good achieved a very good milestone, and it established world record because so far no country has landed their yarn on south pole of the moon, since it is very difficult, because I can say it is very hilly terrain. South pole is very hilly terrain, and temperature during day and night time variation in temperature is very extreme. So system has to survive during this extreme temperature also. So, and during due to hilly area, hilly terrain, we have to find out the proper suitable location for landing also. So we can take proud that our country is the first country who landed our yarn on south pole of moon or Chandra. Yeah,
Sir, nowadays, once upon a time, at your duration, ISRO was a organization to whom our government have to fund. But now ISRO is transforming, and now I think ISRO is moving forward with a motto that they can earn from their missions from foreign countries investment and other things. So
yeah,
it's become a earning institute for the government of India. So how
yeah,
you define that economic transformation and such a prestigious transformation for India at as you have seen its struggling period also, as you have seen its achievement period also, sir?
yeah. Normally, whatever new technology we develop for common man, which will be useful for common man, the technology we transfer to the only to the Indian industries at a very nominal token charges, with very nominal token charges, because in this we our motto is not to make profit, because it is for our Indian community or Indian people. Whatever technology we develop, finally it will be go to our Indian people. So there we transfer the technology with a very nominal, with a nominal charges. But uh, subsequently, we achieved very good launching technology also. We launched many foreign satellite with our uh, launch vehicles, especially PSLV. You must be knowing that PSLV also established a world record, launching 104 satellites in one one shot, one goal or one go. Okay, on 15th February 2017. So that was a very good milestone or a very good world record also. And out of 104 satellites, our satellites were only three. 101 satellites were from foreign countries, and especially 75 satellites from USA, and rest of the satellites were from different countries. So by launching foreign satellites, we can earn lot of revenues. We'll charge very high according to international
Join,
markets.
join.
Okay, so that way, ISRO nowadays gets revenue or started earning launching foreign satellites. Then another thing, ISRO gives communication transponder satellite for communication purpose to the countries who is having not communication satellites. Okay, ISRO now, first of all, we meet our country's requirement, communication requirement, and spare transport we hire to the other countries also, and from there also we'll get lot of revenue. ISRO gets, our country gets lot of revenue. Third revenue source is the providing remote sensing data to the countries who is not having remote sensing satellites, like especially say Arabian countries, Gulf countries. We provide remote sensing data to them, and we get lot of revenue in remote sensing field also. So that way nowadays, of course, ISRO is getting lot of revenue for our country, and in future also it will grow further.
Sir, we are live on our YouTube channel, and
Okay.
it is been seen so many peoples and students. Even some students are joining also in
Yeah.
our stage. Even some are given their some questions in chat box also. We are
Yeah.
on behalf of organization inspired from Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, as it is also affiliated to VIPNet Vigyan Prasar network of science clubs, National Council of Researcher Teacher Scientist India as National Council of Student Scientists along with DASA India. I would like to invite all the students who are watching this program to join our activities. First of all, India International Saravai Student Scientist Award, which has been also, it's our privilege to say that even inaugurated by himself, Sir Dr. Bharat Bhai Chaniara, Sir, ex ISRO scientist who have served almost 3 4 decades in ISRO SAC, as well as our another program, Sir J.C. Bose Science and Maths Puppetry Film Festival and Film Award also for students, where students have to prepare one puppetry based film for 3 to 3 minutes, and where science topics should be there, science education dissemination should be there, or mathematics education should be there, which can uh, give a learning spirit to the students, even to the teachers also, so that their cognitive development in the field of science education and mathematics education may be increased, and they can join this one. We are going to celebrate even the one program also in connection to the World Puppetry Day on 21st March, to inaugurate this year's sixth Sir J.C. Bose International Puppetry Film Festival also, sir. Sir, I
Yeah.
would like to invite you, sir, your comments on those programs we are organizing for the students. Either it is what impact you are finding here in this program, sir?
Yeah, of course, I participated in your program, and I observed that it's, of course, very good program. You are organizing whatever you are organizing with very good theme and with very good motto also, to encourage student, to motivate student through these webinars and with different themes and different titles also. So it's a very good program. We should continue it further so that mass uh, students get the advantage of it, and it will be useful to the new generation, young students also. Yeah, it's very good.
Sir, we are moving forward. One student is with us from far away from us, from Jammu and Kashmir,
Very
Muhammad
good.
Anaf. I think he is studying in class 4 or 5, and
Yeah,
he is
Oh,
interested to ask you something, sir.
yeah, very good,
Yes,
Mohammed.
Anaf.
Please go
okay.
ahead.
Good evening, sir. I
Very
am
good.
Muhammad Ahnaf from Jammu and Kashmir, studying in class 4th.
Yeah,
Sir, my question is, what was the most exciting challenge you faced during your journey in ISRO and how did you overcome it?
yeah. Of course, I can say uh, that was my first excitement was launching of our first indigenous satellite, as I told you. That was communication satellite Apple. It was launched on 19th June 1981. Okay. So Apple is its full form is Ariane Passenger Payload Experiment.
Payload experiment.
It, yeah, it was our first communication satellite which was developed in our India, and it was launched by Ariane vehicle of France. Okay, at that time there was no launch vehicle available with us, so we launched it from France, and it was very successful. And I was witnessed that launching, and after successful launching, I was very proud. And subsequently, after that launching, we launched Chandrayaan 1, that is on 22nd October 2008. That was also an exciting moment for us because it was first interplanetary mission for ISRO as well as for our country, and it was successfully placed in Chandrayaan's orbit. Our Chandrayaan 1 was placed in Chandrayaan orbit, and it was successful mission. Then later on, we launched Mangalyaan also. You may be knowing Mangalyaan 1. It was launched on 5th November 2013. Okay. That was also successful. And yeah, of course, at that time I was working in ISRO. So it was exciting and proud moment for me also. Of course, for all colleagues who worked in this project or mission. And it was proud for our country also that first time in first attempt we placed our Mangalyaan in Mangal orbit successfully and at the lowest cost, at very low cost compared to other country. Okay, so that was exciting moment for me. And further, one more exciting moment was for me was when we after development of indigenous navigation receiver, IRNSS receiver, and we started testing it with satellite. And when it computed first position, uh, which was very accurate of the order of less than better than 10 meters, which is same similar as GPS. That was very exciting moment and cheerful moment for me because I was as a project manager for that receiver development, and it was pride moment for our team also. So that was also exciting moment. And further, you may be knowing that our PSLV rocket launched 104 satellites and it
Yes, sir.
established the world record. That was 15th February 2017. Okay, so that was also a exciting moment and pride for all of us. So that way, And last was Chandrayaan 3 landing on South Pole of Moon.
Yes,
That
sir.
was also very exciting moment for me. Of course,
Yes,
at that time I was superannuated. I was retired, but I saw it live on TV, and it was very successful. So it was also pride for our country and all our countrymen also, for ISRO as well as all our countrymen also. So
sir.
that way, that was the first mission in the world who placed their yarn on South Pole of Moon. So these are the few exciting moments in my service
Yes.
span as well as after retirement, which ISRO done successful missions in different area. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir,
welcome.
thank you.
Thank you,
Yes.
Anna, for being with us. Please be with us and grow with space science. Thank you.
Yeah, all the best.
One more student from Jammu and Kashmir itself, Mahnoor Riaz. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Please go ahead.
So my name is Mahnoor Riaz, and my question to you is: what advice would you give to young scientists and engineers just starting their career in space exploration?
Yeah, suppose you want to make your career in space science or you want to join ISRO. Definitely, you have to first you have to acquire the qualification required education qualification, engineering graduation or science graduation, especially maths and physics in science. Okay. After that, you can just apply for a job in ISRO. And if you put your lot of effort, sincere effort, hard work during your study as well as during a written test and interview in ISRO, I am sure students normally get selected. You have to put lot of efforts and you have to study hard. You have to perform very well in written test as well as in interview also, because it is tough competition. We carry out recruitment at national level. So, but students who puts lot of efforts, do hard work, and performs very well in written test and interview, definitely they will be selected in ISRO, and they can make career in space science.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Riaz, ma'am. Thank you for questioning. We have a blessings for you and keep in touch with us and
All the
participate
best.
our
Yes.
programs even. Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Thank
Sir,
you, sir.
we have so many teachers, students who are watching this program, sir. Sir, I would
Yeah.
like to just read out some name who have given best wishes for our program. Uh, Ariz Alvi, Muhammad Anaf, uh, Dr. From Tamil Nadu, Dr. T. Varalakshmi, ma'am, Dilip Dhal, Dilip Kumar Dhal, I think from Assam, Meera Sharma, madam, and not the not the last, but the least, Bugle Jain from Kota. I think Bugle Jain, sir, is with us. He want to talk to you, and I would like to invite Bugle Jain, retired Deputy Chief Engineer, Thermal NIPCO from Kota. Now he is in Hyderabad. Sir, yes, sir. You are online, sir.
Hello,
You
Namaste,
can
sir.
interact.
hello.
Namaste, sir.
Very good evening, very good evening, very good evening, sir.
Good evening to all of you also.
मैं अभी भारत चनियारा जी को सुन रहा था। मन में एक प्रसन्नता है कि
Hmm.
माँ की आंखों की चमक बताती है कि मेरा बेटा भारत दुनिया में अपने नाम को गौरवान्वित करेगा। मैंने जब पिताजी का और माँ का फोटो देखा और माँ की आंखों की चमक देखी, तब मैं समझ गया कि भरत चनियारा जी कितनी ऊंचाई तक पहुंचेंगे। आज मैं आप सभी से जुड़ करके कुछ बातें आपसे करना चाहूंगा।
Yeah.
इसरो से जुड़ी मेरी पुरानी यादों की यात्रा, माय नॉस्टैल्जिक जर्नी टू इसरो
Yeah.
शीर्षक के अंतर्गत आज हमें भारत के शीर्षस्थ वैज्ञानिक भरत चनियारा जी से मिलने का सौभाग्य, उनको साक्षात सुनने का अवसर मिला।
Thank
मैं
you, sir.
प्रसन्न हृदय से आज के आयोजन के लिए श्री अंजन बनिक जी को, उनकी कर्मठ टीम को धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा, जो युवा वर्ग में, बच्चों में विज्ञान के प्रचार प्रसार के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। मैंने अभी सुना 2 बच्चों को, मोहम्मद हफनाउ को और महनूर रियाज को जम्मू और कश्मीर से, और इसी
Yeah.
प्रकार से बहुत से बच्चे आज आपको सुन रहे हैं और आपकी बातों का मनन कर रहे हैं। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। आज उनकी कर्मठ टीम को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा, जो युवा वर्ग में, बच्चों में विज्ञान के प्रचार प्रसार के लिए काम कर रहे हैं और कठपुतली के कार्यशाला के द्वारा, अनेकानेक आयोजन के द्वारा बच्चों को विज्ञान के लिए दिन प्रतिदिन होने वाले स्पेस रिसर्च के बारे में भी जानकारी प्रदान कर रहे हैं। भारत में अधिक से अधिक वैज्ञानिक तैयार हों, जो विक्रम साराभाई जी की तरह देश का नाम गौरवान्वित करें। ये अंजन बनिक जी की हार्दिक इच्छा रहती है। मेरी जब भी बात होती है, उनका यही कहना होता है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा वैज्ञानिक इस देश को हमें देना है। मेहनत लगती है सपनों को सच बनाने में, मेहनत लगती है सपनों को सच बनाने में, हौसला लगता है बुलंदियों को पाने में, हौसला लगता है बुलंदियों को पाने में, बरसों लगते हैं जिंदगी बनाने में, और जिंदगी फिर भी कम पड़ जाती है ब्रह्मांड को समझने और समझाने में। इतना बड़ा काम आज भरत चनियारा जी कर रहे हैं, मुझे विश्वास नहीं होता। सपने वो होते हैं जो सोने नहीं देते, सपने वो होते हैं जो सोने नहीं देते, और अपने वो होते हैं जो इन सपनों को साकार करने में मदद करते हैं। तो ऐसे सुंदर विचारों के साथ में मैं जब भरत चनियारे जी को सुना, तो मन में एक प्रसन्नता की भावना हो गई। भरत भाई चनियारा जी युवाओं के सपनों को ब्रह्मांड की दुनिया से जोड़ने में लगातार प्रयासरत हैं। आज लगभग 70 वर्ष की उम्र में भी उनकी क्षमता युवाओं से कहीं कम नहीं है, और सपनों का कोई रंग नहीं होता, ना कोई आकार, लेकिन जब ये सुनहरे सपने साकार होते हैं, तो न केवल खुद को दिखता है, बल्कि दुनिया कहती है, अरे वाह कमाल हो गया, अरे वाह कमाल हो गया। तो मैं जब लगातार जब आपको सुन रहा था, तो मैं मन में एक ही बात आ रही थी, अरे वाह भरत जी ने क्या कमाल किया है। एक युवा जो द्वारका जैसी एक छोटे से टाउन से निकला हुआ है, जो गांधी जी के नगर तक पहुंचता है, जो राजकोट की धरती को चूमता है और अपना कार्यस्थल बना लेता है अहमदाबाद को और इसरो को। क्या ये जर्नी के अपने आप में कम नहीं? इतना बड़ा कदम एक कर्मठ किसान का बेटा इतनी ऊंचाई तक पहुंचेगा, किसको विश्वास होता है? लेकिन आज जो आपकी मेहनत है, वो उसने आपको इतने बड़े मुकाम तक पहुंचाया, और ये सबक सभी बच्चों तक पहुंचेगा। एक बहुत महान वैज्ञानिक के लिए मैं एक लास्ट में एक ही बात कहता हूं कि कोशिश करने वाले तो हार जाते हैं, कोशिश करने वाले तो हार जाते हैं, सफलता उन्हीं को मिलती है जो प्रण निभाते हैं, सफलता उन्हीं को मिलती है जो प्रण निभाते हैं। और आज सभी बच्चे, सभी श्रोता एक जय जयकार कर रहे हैं भरत चनियारा जी की। बिना कुछ किए हुए जय जयकार नहीं होती। कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। अंत में मेरी शुभकामना है कि जिंदगी के बचे हुए साल, महीने, दिन, घंटे, मिनट और ये सारा समय आपका अच्छे से गुजरे। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय विज्ञान। विक्रम साराभाई अमर रहे, उनके वैज्ञानिक सोच दिन ब दिन आगे बढ़े और ऊंचाइयां हासिल करे। बस इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के साथ मैं आपसे अलविदा कहूंगा। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद। सभी श्रोताओं को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। दिन
Thank you, sir.
मंगलकारी रहे।
Best wishes and appreciation. Really, it's a great pleasure to meet you online. It's for me also great.
सर इतना मन खुश हो गया। मैं तो उन फोटो, आपके मम्मी पापा के फोटो को देख रहा था और एकदम समझ गया कि माँ की आंखों की चमक भरत को बहुत आगे तक ले जाएगी।
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
और वैसे भी भरत का अर्थ होता है, भा का अर्थ होता है प्रकाश और रथ का होता है व्यस्तता। तो जो प्रकाश के लिए खोज में जो निकल पड़ा, ऐसा एक युवा भरत चनियारा जी। बहुत बहुत दिन मंगलमय रहे। आपकी जर्नी बहुत अच्छी लगी।
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you,
धन्यवाद,
sir. Thank you.
धन्यवाद,
धन्यवाद. Thank you.
अच्छा, जितना मुझे मालूम है सर, स्वामी विवेकानंद ने एक जगह पर लिखी थी कि शब्द ही भगवान है, ब्रह्म है। तो इसी बात को एक बार याद आ गया जब हम सुन रहे थे ब्यूगल जैन जी को। इतनी अच्छी शुद्ध हिंदी में इतनी बढ़िया और छंद भी था वहाँ पे, कहीं पे कविताएं भी थी, कहीं पे उनकी मतलब भाषाओं की जो चुनी चयन थी तो वो भी बहुत बेहतर थी। तो ये एक बहुत ही अच्छी मुझे लगता है इस कार्यक्रम की अंत होगी। ब्यूगल जैन जी, आपको बधाई यहाँ पे रहने के लिए, हम हमारे साथ देने के लिए, और हम आपके साथ इस जर्नी को आगे बढ़ाने में और भी मदद चाहते हैं। और एक बात सही है कि जिनकी शुरुआत द्वारकाधीश की जगह से हुआ है, जिन्होंने अपनी पढ़ाई को की दिनों में गांधी जी की याद से जुड़ी हुई जगह पे बिताई है, और जिन्होंने अपने जीवन की लगभग 4 दशक खपाई है सराभाई जी की उम्मीदों पर खड़ा होने के लिए और देश को खड़ा करने के लिए। तो वो हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, इसके लिए भी हम बधाई देना चाहेंगे हमारे वैज्ञानिक, हमारे देश की गर्व भारत चनियारा जी को। और इसी के साथ हम इस कार्यक्रम का भी समापन करना चाहेंगे। थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद अस सर। बहुत सारा बात आपके बारे में आपको बताई जो मुझे लगता है बच्चों को प्रेरित करेगा कि दूर दराज के गांव से निकलकर कहीं पे भी आर्थिक या सामाजिक कुछ हमारे पास दुविधाएं हो, उसी से भी निकलकर लेकिन अपनी आपकी जो पूरी कहानी है उसमें और एक बात यह है कि आपने अपनी जिंदगी की वैल्यू एजुकेशन को भी नहीं छोड़ा। अपनी माँ की जिम्मेदारी, पिताजी की भी जो सपना था, या फिर जो छोटी न्यूज की से आपने आर्यभट्ट की उड़ने की न्यूज से अपनी जिंदगी को जोड़ा। तो ये सब करते हुए आपने आज यहाँ तक पहुंचा। तो ये बातें छोटी छोटी बिंदुआ मुझे लगता है बच्चों को प्रभावित करेगा, देश को प्रभावित करेगा। आज हम विकसित भारत 2047 बनाने की जो मुहिम पे काम कर रहे हैं, उसमें आपकी इन बातों का भी कुछ तो फर्क आएगा। एक बहुत अच्छी बात बताई ब्यूगल जैन जी ने कि आपकी नाम की भी अगर इमिटोलॉजिकल स्टडी की जाए तो भी एक बहुत अच्छी चीज निकल के आती है कि भा से आती है प्रकाश और रथ से आती है आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश। तो ये भी चीज हमें सिखाती है कि हमें आगे बढ़ना है और आप ही की कदम पे चल के हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। तो ये पूरे चीज के लिए सर आप सभी को धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सर।
एक चीज लास्ट में करना चाहता हूँ,
एकदम
वॉट
सर।
एवर आई लर्न फ्रॉम माई जर्नी ऑफ इसरो, of course I learned lot of things from ISRO as well as from my friends, family, and from the society also. See, we should never get disappointment on failure. Okay, we should thoroughly analyze the cause of failure, rectify it, retry it, and get the success. This is what I learned from our ISRO culture, or from my seniors like Sarabhai and Abdul Kalam sir and so many. So our ISRO motto is like that only. Never gets disappointed on failure. So
एकदम
that was
सही सही है सर, एकदम सही है सर। सही सभी जगह पे सर सीखने का मौका मिलता है।
yeah.
ये सही है। फेल्यूर मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि डिसअपॉइंट, वहाँ पे भी आपको एक सीखने का जो
Yeah,
कमियां है उसको
we learn
सुधारने के
something.
लिए
Yeah,
सीखने का
failure.
मौका आपको मिलता है सर।
Yeah, that's
एकदम
true.
सही। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू बीइंग विद अस। आप हमारे साथ
Thank
बने
you.
रहे सर।
Thanks, sir. Thank you,
हमारी
Manik ji. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all
थैंक
the
यू,
viewers and participants who are in the webinar. Thank you all.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर।
Thank
इसी
you.
के साथ हम इस कार्यक्रम को समापन करते हैं। अगली बार हम किसी वैज्ञानिक से मिलेंगे और उनसे भी कुछ प्रेरणाएं लेंगे और समझेंगे कि इसरो या फिर भारत की विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी क्षेत्र में भारत को जो आगे बढ़ने की जो ने विश्व गुरु बनने की मौका मिला है, उसमें उन अनसंग हीरोज, अनसंग साइंटिस्ट की गाथाएं क्या है और उन्होंने क्या कुछ किया था, जो आज भी कुछ लिखित रूप में है तो नहीं, लेकिन हम इसमें कुछ तो कोशिश कर सकते हैं उसको डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करने के लिए। तो इसी के साथ आज इस कार्यक्रम का यही पे ही समापन करते हैं।
Lastly, thank you, Anjan ji, and all the best. You are doing very good work for the society and
थैंक यू सर।
young students' future of our country. Very good. Continue and all the best. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर,
Thank you,
थैंक यू
sir.
सर। आपका ब्लेसिंग्स बना रहे बस।
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you all.